So how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Brad, the DCUGeek, for those of you who are new here, and it would seem that it was just a few days ago that I was making a quasi-news action figure video based on Todd McFarlane's DC Multiverse action figure line. I say quasi-news because when I get a video out in a timely fashion that where it could be considered as news, that's what's known in the common tongue as a miracle. Well, in this case, I think a miracle has happened. I'm not busy, I'm not doing anything, and Todd McFarlane has just revealed 2 more items. And I'm getting this out soon enough that it can be classified as news, so welcome to my action figure news video. So both the products are actually Batman-related products, of course, because it's Todd, and I'd say a good third of what he releases to a half are all Batman-related in some regard, so why would he change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. It's working for Todd, so he's gonna keep doing that. 2 items. One item is the Batmobeast, a Batmobile, a Batman from a different place in the dark multiverse, from Dark Knight's death metal. Because, I mean, if Batman can be a dinosaur, and he can be a Green Lantern, and he can be Cyborg, why can't he also be a monster truck? It's Monster Truck Batman, the Batmobeast. It's just the idea that Todd's like, just gonna throw it out, just gonna do it. It's huge, it's big, it is a monster truck, and it is the biggest thing he's ever done, and it fits 7-inch scale figures. I remember being excited when there was a Batmobile that fit 6-inch scale figures in the 66 classic line from Mattel, and then Mattel made the one from the movie, from the Justice League movie, and I thought, well, that is amazing. It fits 6-inch scale figures, but really, to find a Batmobile of the kind of girth that you can fit 7-inch scale figures in, well, that's amazing. I do say, I kind of wish that he would have tackled a regular comic book style Batmobile first, before he did a monster truck, but still, it is kind of cool that this thing exists. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it. It's really quite big. I don't know where I would put it. Anyway, let's watch the video, and then we'll come back and we'll have a little chit chat about it.
Okay, go. Hey, Todd McFarlane here. I want to show you something. Here, I don't know where you can buy it or what's the price. We'll get to that later. I just want to show you the biggest ass toy we've ever made in 30 years. Look at how big that goddamn thing is, right? So it's from the DC Metal comic book, right? The one that Snyder and Capullo did with this big Batman. You take this thing off and it goes in there, but the best thing is just look how big it is. And then, if you follow me, I'm going to make it even grow and make it even bigger. Watch this. Be quick. Quinn, could you come here for a second?
Oh, not a
Yes. This is Quinn. She is my shortest employee, and I'm going to let her hold it. Now watch how big it just got. Look, it's giant now. It was big, but now it's giant. And if you take any of the figures, you're going to see how big it is compared to a figure. You put one of them in there, so and the tires are nice and squishy.
Told ya. Thing's huge. It's funny though how he grabbed his like smallest of stature workers from her office while she was like busy bodying away, her face buried in her work, getting stuff done, and then Todd comes up with the camera, shoves it in her face, and he's like, look at this here midget that works for me. It looks really big when she holds it. Anyway, I thought that was just kind of funny, but you do get the idea. This thing is huge. Soft rubber tires, fits 7-inch scale figures. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I don't know where I would put it, but it still looks cool. And the second item of interest on the agenda for this video is that Todd also revealed a Batman action figure based on this classic Batman panel, one that I remember having the comic at one point that had this panel in it. I don't have it anymore. When I was about 20, I gave all of my comics away to a kid that really wanted to learn about DC Comics and read more, so I gave all my comics to him. And as much as it was a wonderful, generous act, I am kicking myself in the arse every single day for doing it. Seriously, I would trade a finger, at least 2 toes, and one of my nuts just to have my old toys back from when I was a kid. I've had 4 kids. I don't need them both. But this Batman figure looks pretty cool. I'll let you watch the video first, and then we'll come back and have a chitty chat about it.
Everybody, Todd McFarlane here. Want to talk to you about the coolest, biggest Batman cape we've ever done. This is going to be a Target exclusive for their fall geek out. So you can do a pre-order in September with them. Now the question is, why is this cape so big? That's easy. Look at it. If you saw a couple years ago, I did a while back, actually more than a couple years ago, I did a book did the artwork on it, Batman Year 2. Here's the piece of artwork that we're using as the inspiration for this figure. He was standing by the gravesite with a big long cape. And as you can see, we've got a big Batman here now. We've got the cape, big and long. We've got the grave over here. We got the names of his parents that are in here. But that's not all you're going to get. If you take this cape off, the only way we can make him stand is that he doesn't have any arms. So in the side of the box, you're also going to get 2 arms. So if you pop the 2 arms on him, and we're giving you a cloth cape, right, that you put the 2 arms on him and you can have him look like this, or with a couple of quick changes, you can look like this. So you can have either version. All the pieces will come. You can have either one of those on your shelf. And then, last but not least, they all come with a card in them. But the one that you may want, if you're looking for something a little bit special, right here, there's going to be over 1,000 of them that are signed. So you have to make sure that if you want a signature, you get it signed. And what does that mean? That means that we're going to take this card. They're all going to look the same on the front. So you're not going to be able to see it in the package. Make sure you get the one that says it on the box. And then we flip it over. And we included a space right here where I was able to take my red Sharpie and I was able to go in here and put my signature. So if you get that version, then you're going to get the Batman with the signature, with the base, with the cloth cape, with the arms, and you can get everything on here except you're not getting 2 bodies all in that same box. Or you can just get the one with the card that's unsigned. So Target exclusive, fall, geek out, September, look for your pre-order, be good.
Told you it was awesome. That big pre-post cape. At first you go, well, why do I want to figure the pre-post cape? Because he comes with a cloth goods cape. So if you don't want to have him in the pre-post cape, then you don't have to. You can put him in the cloth cape. You can stand him with your Justice League or whatever. And then that pre-post cape, boom, instant statue. So if you want to have him on your shelf with that look, with that whole big cape look, you've got a fantastic display piece for your shelf. It would take up a lot of space on a shelf because you have to have room around it to properly display it. But then the second you want to take it down for action figure photography, boom, cloth goods cape. And the cloth goods cape tells me that Todd is somewhat at least listening to the fans, because fans repeatedly ask every action figure company that makes figures with capes to make cloth goods capes. And here we have one. I'm not sure that the delivery with the thing around the neck really looks so great, but those of us who are into customizing can probably tweak that and make it look even better. The point is, he's trying. And the fact he's trying speaks volumes. I think it's really cool just to have a Batman figure that looks much, much more accurate to how he looked back in those days with the blue and the gray and the oval bat. And then the sculpt for that Batman's face. It really does look, in my opinion, from the brief time that I saw it, it really does kind of look a lot like Todd's artwork. So I'm really, really stoked about that figure. I will definitely be picking it up. As for looking for the signed trading card, I'm not sure I'm going to bother myself with that. That's going to go for a fortune on eBay because there's only 1,000 of them made like that. So people are going to be selling their internal organs on the black market auction just to be able to afford that. It's going to go for so much on the secondary market. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I think that they're definitely really interesting. I got to hand it to Todd for actually having the gumption and the kahunas to try and manufacture a great big Batmobile monster truck, which, as a side note, I would pay boku bucks to see it go head to head in the monster truck rally with crushing cars and going off great big dirt hills in a stadium filled with adoring screaming fans. I would pay boku bucks to see that match up against Bigfoot. And I personally, my money would be on Bigfoot, not on the Batmobile monster truck, because Bigfoot is the king of monster trucks. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Make sure that you're following Todd McFarlane on Instagram with his personal account and also his McFarlane Toys official account. That way you can get all of the most up-to-date and accurate official news. I know there's a lot of people on Instagram that post stuff that we do eventually see released, like order forms and stuff like that. But really the place, if you're interested in Todd McFarlane's DC Multiverse line, you should be following him on Instagram, on his own Instagram page and on McFarlane Toys Official, both those places. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I gotta go. Have yourself a super awesome, fantastic DC day, and take care.